Hello, everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Let's head on into Lesko Help 2. All right, here we are. And as you see, there was some new activity. Just click that and it pops it right on up. But let's go into teaching sessions and go to, I think this should have it. Yes, our checklist. All right, so we've gone through step 1 already, step 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now to get to step 8, we have to have the IRS complete their part of step 7. Hopefully everything will get approved and we'll move on to step 8, today's class, and probably the next 2 will have to be on other topics because it takes about 3 weeks at least for the IRS to approve the 501c3 status on a 1023 easy form. All right. And so what we're going to do while we're waiting is go over the material that Megan wants to put into a second list and maybe even a third and fourth list as it just kind of keeps growing. So we're going to work on that with you guys all here so you can kind of get an idea of how much there is out there and both to do as support, as resources, as options to further your nonprofit, all of these different pieces. Okay. And so, Megan, what we have are some things that you just kind of want to work on. Then we have the AI to build websites, which I think you kind of covered with everybody already. And then we get to the actual second list that you've started for the nonprofit action plan.
Yep, and I've got that here. I'm trying to pull out just to separate the page, but it's not working out for me. So, but yeah, I do.
Okay, so in the second list, so far you have partnerships, stakeholder list, which is clients, peers, businesses for funding, serve, connect, network. And then you want to add your circle chart here.
Right. That's for the stakeholders. And then, but this is kind of actually the 10 registrations that you need to get before all of this is kind of where I wanted to go for after you get your state corporation commission, which is the agency that is going to make you the legal entity, right? Your state, what's it called? Secretary of State. There we go. And then you have your IRS employer identification number, and you have your 501c3, the 1023 EZ form. There are other registrations that you need to pay attention to, starting with like grants.gov, sam.gov.
I did not want to have to deal with grants.gov and sam.gov.
It's a pain. Duns and Bradstreet, so you can start getting building business credit for your nonprofit, if that's something that you choose to put in your bylaws. Some nonprofits don't use credit.
Do I have that right? Duns and Bradstreet. Can you see my screen?
And then ERA Commons, which is this is the portal. It's primarily for health and human service grants, RFPs, and different contracts. But you would need to upload the resume of like the principal investor whose credentials you're going to use to validate their ability to lead a particular project. So if you are doing something in health and human services, though, this is extremely, extremely important. Anyone can register. Okay, so then you have the state solicitation license for each state. This is the permission that's given to you by your state to solicit funds from people. Operating without this license may open you up to a fine. So if you don't get this, then that is cause for them to write you up. Or hold on, that was my mom. Give me 1 second, you guys. Sorry.
You're fine. So while she's doing that, I am going to just do a quick search to make sure that I have this all set up properly here. I'm going to have to shut this to get to the end. This over here. That street. And so let's just this is probably about where she's thinking there. Let's copy that link address. Okay.
Okay, I'm back to.
Okay. All right. So I'm ready when you're ready.
All right, so then we have Candid, which is it used to be GuideStar, but now it's separated.
You do have some of this here. You have GuideStar, Candid Listing, Charity Navigator, Policy Commons.
Yep. Okay, cool.
So should I?
Yep, those three.
Like
Well,
that?
I'm glad I was already ahead of it. All right, and then we have
And is Policy Commons different than ERA Commons?
I think honestly,
Okay, let's
I'm
find
not
out.
sure if they. I'm not sure. Let's look it up. I believe ERA Commons is separate. Yeah.
No, ERA Commons and
Okay, yeah. Okay, I was gonna say because I don't know.
they are two completely different concepts. ERA Commons is a specific online portal for managing federal research grants, while a public commons is a broader term for communal resources like a Creative Commons license that allows free use of creative content. Do you think we should save this information?
No, I on my thing I have so Creative Commons and public domain. That's just copyright resources is what that was going for. So that would go into like the trademark thing that we were doing.
Okay.
All right, and then and then you have the your economic development and community block grant. Whoever supports that in your county or your state, you need to connect with them, and they usually have a portal that you have to sign up for. And it's the community and economic development office usually that has the community development block grants, which is the CDBG. And right now is when you should be talking to your that office to see what is going on for next month. They should be coming out with the RFPs, and they should be due. So you want to find out who won the last one. Every year I do this. If you want to ask for you just make a request for Freedom of Information Act request, and then you're going to ask them, hey, can I please see the last winning grant? Actually, I'll show you my letter that I sent. That way you guys can use it as a template. Because we have to do ours through a portal, so you might have to do that too. But I send the office directly a request, and then they'll tell me whether I need to do the portal or not. Sometimes if it's a really easy request, they'll just be like, here's the information you need. We don't want to deal with it,
Right?
Yeah. Okay. Good job. Sorry.
You're fine. We're finally in your shoes, just like tippy toes. We got a new kitty.
Oh, so you totally understand that.
Sort of. We have the ideal setup in this household though, because my daughter, our youngest daughter, always wants the cat in her room, but she shuts the door so the cat doesn't get in there. So we put a cat door on her bedroom door.
Perfect.
And it like you can see through the cat door. It's got little French window panes all over it.
Oh my God, how cute.
And so the cats can like stare at each other through the door. And so
that's adorable.
If you get an isolation room, it would be a really good thing to
I have 4 isolation rooms.
But those little windows really help the animals to
acclimate properly.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We do. People keep just dropping them off. I'm at my wit's end right now. I don't know what to do.
I'm so sorry, Megan. I am so sorry.
It's like it sucks because like I want to do. We got 17 cats done over the weekend though, so there's that. I feel like a rock star on that one.
I don't even know what to say. I don't know how you do it.
No, I mean we got them all fixed. Like we got them all fixed, shots, everything, all of it. So we have a whole bunch of surgical patients right now.
That's so wonderful, Megan. Congratulations. Were you able
I'm
to
excited.
adopt any out?
Yeah, we got 2 adopted, one, and then but then one people dumped them on 2 more on us that night. So it was like, okay, well, at least we're having a turnover, but still, it's not. It's a work in progress. But I have volunteers.
Town and county should throw a parade in your honor. They should just straight call it Megan Day, Megan Appreciation Day.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Is that okay real fast so I can
Let
share
me
this?
stop. Mhm.
I was trying to figure out how to send this to you so that you can put it in the listing, but it didn't work out. So if you tell me what to do, I'll do it. Let me
Okay.
share the screen.
And if I have to, I can just screenshot it and we can work on it from that.
Okay, perfect.
Mhm. This is
Okay.
what we do, you guys, behind the scenes.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So where is it coming from?
So I'm sending this out of my email. You guys
Mhm.
see this right here?
Mhm.
Okay, so this is what you're going to ask for anytime you want to do your. So I asked the county under the the California has its own Public Records Act. So if your state does not, you can just use the Freedom of Information Act. I'm requesting electronic copies or records. And then you're asking for the final list of funded CBDG or CDBG projects. Include for each award applicant, subrecipient's name, project title, concise description, award amount. If you start asking for all this stuff, they're going to end up sending you just the whole thing. They're going to be like, we don't want to sit there and here, take it. Just do what you want with the information. So I've gotten numerous applications. Sometimes when you ask for one, you'll get many. Sometimes you'll ask for one, just get one. So be aware that they could just overflow you with information. And
And
then
where
the
does that go
supervisor,
in the list? Because I took a screenshot of it. Where would I put that?
that would just be during this time of year.
This
That's what I
time.
want to talk about next is the grant calendar. Like this time of year is what we're going after. These are when these get funded or get posted.
Okay. Okay.
So, and then you're asking for like the award notifications and award letters and the final scoring Rubik Cube, the evaluation summary. They'll tell you exactly how it got scored, why it got scored, and why it won.
Nice. Thank you.
And then did you get this part? Because it was, I scroll up.
I got it down to executive director.
All right. So then it asked me to go do this. Open. Oh, I was impatient. Sorry. So it asked me to go, please, put it online. So I did that. And this is like what those portals look like. It's really cool because once you get into one of these portals, you can actually see everything else that everybody else is searching for, which is awesome. So you can hit all requests and like I like this because I'm like, hey, because like the people are asking for like all the property records for all of Kern County. See, mine's still open. They still haven't figured out how to answer me. All these other ones are closed except for this one. But like there's one right here that was awesome. I was like, dang, Michael, he's asking for literally everything. But see, please consider the records under this. It's really a lot.
Wow.
So I like to go through these and you get very, very good information like this. So if you have a portal like this in your county, use it. I have up to like I think 300 pages worth of information people have already pulled.
And can you explain why you find this valuable?
Yeah, okay. So if I'm doing, let's say I'm doing a building project and and it's on a well, like a well area. There's like a whole there's a lady who just was asking about wells. Like you can use search, so like you can do like this well development. There you go. I'm requesting a well permit. All the reports submitted by wells. For APN numbers, destruction of well destruction permit, need copy of water well permits. So you can start seeing what's been pulled on that. You can put your APN number on whatever property you're trying to build on, and it'll tell you all the stuff that people have requested, so you don't have to sit there and re-request things. All records water well. This one was intense because he got a lot of stuff back, and you can click on it, and then you get to see their documents. Well, I guess you didn't get documents, but you get to see the documents if they're public. Sometimes they're private. Like everything I ask for always goes private. I don't know why. But yeah. So like I'm building a 300. Geez, it's a huge freaking house. Okay, but yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like you can start getting really nosy with people too. Water well reports, and then like we'll start asking for water reports, and that's another thing that's in here too. Is if you put water, people have asked like why is my water so cloudy and like give me all the records and stuff like that. And when I'm doing the water, we had that water main break. I was very big on this, and I'm looking at did anybody ask from boron? So you're looking at where they're at. I don't know. It's interesting. That's why maybe not everybody does that kind of thing, but I mean, I would like to know my research and then I don't have to ask, I don't have to piss anybody off, which I like because I seem to ask a lot of questions that people never asked before and it already stumps them and it takes them at least 2 weeks to get me back my information. And yeah, so if I can find it without having to bug them again, I'm very happy because I hate asking. But yeah, so this is what when you're doing something for the community development block grant you are going to be doing something that's going to affect your entire community, right? That's what the whole grant's for. So you need to be aware of who you need to speak to, and get that stuff ready ahead of time. You want to stop share? But yeah, then we have a comment.
All right. So this is where we are. We have the grant calendar, and under that, a screenshot of your letter.
Yep, let me get and I'll get the grant calendar right now.
Okay.
Boom, boom.
And are you going email, chat?
I'm going to, yeah, it's a really good question. I don't know. I didn't get that far. Oh, okay. Let me just, I guess I'm going to share my screen again, I guess. So I'm just gonna give you this whole thing because like I don't know what to do with it. Download. I'm just gonna send it over to you in the chat.
Okay.
Because I'm sure you have this one. I'm just not sure you have this version of it after I fixed it up for everybody.
Before I screenshot something else, let me just share this in the community that I've already screenshotted.
And it's on page 57.
57. Okay. I'm just going to throw this into a post. I'm not even going to post it. I just want it there so I don't have to worry about it. And then now the nonprofit cheat codes. And I am, okay, save. Now I can share my screen and we'll go into that. And it didn't do what I wanted it to do. So let me see. Let me look at the chat again. Click to open. Now it's opening. Okay, very good. Okay. Don't know if I have this one or not. But
It used to be in cursive. I cleaned it up so people would actually be able to read it.
Fine. Minimize this, and I'm going to put it into here and then see what we have. Okay, so what I have of yours are the grant writing manual, federal, is that the same one? Yes, it is. So I don't need that twice. It duplicates them for some reason. It just drives me gosh dang bonkers.
Mine does the same thing. I don't know how to stop it. It drives me out of my mind, but it opens up 2 windows for the same thing. It's like, why?
A nation nonprofit. Okay, so that one wasn't a duplicate though. CFP, this is not nonprofit cheat code. So this is what I had.
Yeah, you have the old one.
Yeah. No, it definitely looks different, right?
Right? Much better though, I think.
This one out then, it's no longer needed.
No, keep it because I think I cut some material out that is very useful, but it didn't fit in my little plan. It didn't fit in the box I needed it to.
Nonprofit cheat codes, grant writing manual, goals workbook, Fund Nation, nonprofit how to. There it is. CFPB, your money, your goals picture. Okay, so yeah, that's a duplicate again, right? They're the same thing.
Oh my gosh, I'd be going crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to X out of that one. And nonprofit cheat codes. This is a different one.
No, that's the one that inside the other one. You found like this is why I redid it because I couldn't read any of this.
Okay. And then this one I think is a duplicate again. Let me see. No, maybe not. Zero PDF. Zero PDF. It is a duplicate. Yeah, okay, so I out of that. Then these are a bunch of other places in this. Your grant planning workbook, how to build your grant. Okay, so everything is different from the others now.
Okay, cool. All right, so inside the nonprofit cheat codes, we have like a shortened grant calendar besides the actual grant calendar I have that I do the workshop on. This is like the fast one. It's on page 57.
57?
Mm-hmm.
You only have 38 pages. Oh, page 7.
No, yeah, wait, no, page 57. What do you mean?
Only showing me 38 pages.
Oh, because mine's so big, I have mine blown up. Hold on, let me go down. Let me make mine smaller. Let me zoom out of it. Oh, I didn't fix my pages. Yeah, I don't know. I'm on page 59. That's weird. Okay, there, you're passing it. So I guess, yeah, I guess that's weird. But okay. So, we have, I don't know where, it's right after the, where it says it says what they are and what they want.
I'm not sure. You have it all titled specifically, right? Here's the grant calendar.
Yeah, there's a grant calendar. Okay, perfect. That's what we were going for.
Okay, yeah, it's right here.
All right.
And so
All
should
right.
I just copy paste this in that area too, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be great. So, and like that's what this is kind of going after. It's going to tell you your state grants are coming out during the end of the year, but before December. And then you
Sorry,
have
say that again.
and then you have your local grants, which are going to be like your community grants within your town, city, county. Those are going to be late fall, early winter. So like those are ending now. And then you have your state grants. Then you have the federal grants coming back in May and July. And then springtime and also throughout the whole year is mixed in with the foundation grants. That's when you see like in the beginning of the year we have bank grants and financial institutions as well. So that's something you should start cultivating now for later. And then you have corporate grants, and that's at the beginning of the year, like bank grants.
Very nice.
So you always want to say hi before anything's due and before you're asking anything from them, and say, hey, this is what we do. We just want to introduce ourselves, and this is hope we can be of service and hope we can do some work together. Just kind of introduce yourself and say hey.
All right.
And then where you were a second ago when you went down, there was another list. I don't know if it was down or up.
Probably.
Yeah, right there where it says the criteria.
This whole thing, list of grants, or?
No, above that one more. Above that, right there. Yeah. This is how they score grants. So when you're going through your like at the end of your grant when you're evaluating everything, this is actually what they're using to score your sheet. So this is for federal and state usually. So this is just an example of one. There's different metrics that they use, but this is the one I've seen that most used across the board and common is this one. And then these are the totals that you could possibly get. So your section total should be amount to 30 if you got it perfect. And it goes down. And that's where they're talking about budget and budget narratives. That's where these are the things that they're looking for. So all items in the budget narrative, including personnel, equipment, and capital improvements, aligned with the project as described. So this is a good way to start building out the things you need, so that you have this in your mind as you're going, instead of after the fact. And then the different agencies and what they care about is right above that, and it is who they are, what they're concerned about, and what they want to see out of your grants. So like if you're writing for a local government, they are only concerned about duplication of services. Really, they want to save money and make a big impact. So if you are not partnering, they're not going to fund you. That's pretty much what that means. They want to see that if you're doing financial literacy, that you're teaming up with the banks and other people, and that way they're seeing good impact. They're able to not have to give out so much money, but they're able to see a bigger impact. So they're getting more bang for the buck. State governments are also concerned about the duplication of services and tax savings, health and justice. Like that, those are the main those are the main funding goals of most states. They want to see partnerships between a nonprofit, for-profit, nonprofit, and the state. They want to see contracts, MOUs. Federal government is concerned about the document change and system level learning. They want to know how this is going to be structured, captured, documented, and duplicated. So like, they want to know how they can reproduce this other places if this works out well. Private foundations are concerned about stories and creative projects. They want to see personable stories, research, and good impact statements. So know who your funders are. Corporate funders are concerned about the story, want to know how their grant will change individuals' lives, feelings, and they want to see faces. They want pictures. They want those feel good, yummy stories, or those heart-wrenching stories that have a great outcome. They want that they can share that on their social media and get, the kudos that they want from because like really when you're going after corporate funders, you're going after their PR. So you're going after their marketing dollars. So and I think that's all I want to show out of this book.
Okay,
This
so
whole
should
book's
I go
good
ahead
though,
and
guys.
take these? Should I go ahead and take these as screenshots to put there as well?
If you want to. Okay. You can put the whole book in there if you want to.
Well, I can link it, but the visuals are just so valuable, right?
Yeah. Because like then I have that list of things you can use grants for, and a lot of people are always shocked about that for bail. Like I have bail money on there and for all kinds of stuff that nobody really thinks of, but you're doing like a justice program, you can actually incorporate bailing people out into your thing, your grant.
Okay, good to know.
Right? I thought so.
Okay, now I gotta put it in our doc. Okay, so where I need to be, come over here. And you guys.
Well, okay. Oh, she go.
Okay, got it all there, and then I'll link all these documents in somewhere, but we've got them up here, so I'm not worried about doing that while everybody's here.
Okay.
Okay, and so that was what you wanted out of there. Whoops, and then let's go back to where we are here. So that for today gives us state corporation condition registrations. Then I have grants.gov, sam.gov, Dun and Bradstreet, Dunn's number lookup, ERA Commons, Health and Human Service grants. With credentials, 5 is state solicitation license, GuideStar Candid Listing, Charity Navigator, Policy Commons, Community and Economic Development / Community Block Grant with a state portal, and RFPs who won the last one, Freedom of Information request. In fact, let's take this.
Actually, that's going to be your county level. It's not going to be state.
Okay, but let me put it with this. Okay, now what do you want me to change?
Whereas the state portal, it should be your county.
Okay. And then let me just delete this B down here because we don't need it. That made more sense up there. Okay, I already did. Okay, so then we have the county portal, RFPs who won the last one, Freedom of Information request with your little example letter right there with it, right?
Yep.
And then we have, why did it go to I? Oh, okay, I get it. This is the grant calendar with an image of the simplified grant calendar, then what they are and what they want at the different levels, and then the criterion. And that's where it gets now into the second list that you've already built prior to. So is this actually going to become the third list then?
I think that this all should be going together, actually. I mean, it's not
an awful lot for one list. It'd be
Okay.
better to keep it at about 10 items per list.
Okay.
Now we can reconfigure these lists to be better aligned with what you think should go out first or something like that. But trying to put 20 in it, it makes it really hard, right?
Okay, then let's link the let's just link the book then, and then that way that people can access with the information after that. Because like this has more, like it explains each one of those things. So I mean,
So which is more important to go first, this one or the one that we just broke down today?
The one that we broke down today.
So this will be the third.
Yeah, because you can't do any of those things without having your 501c3 done.
Right. any of it, the second list or the third list, right?
I mean, there's some you could work on without, like you can do the outreach, you can do Duns and Bradstreet once you have your EIN number.
Okay. Well, then that's something that we can talk about in the next class is what could be accomplished while you're waiting for that 501c3 designation. Does that sound like a good place to start next?
Yeah, because like that'd be grants and like getting your grant narrative up and stuff like that. Because a lot of times you can even submit grant like RFPs. Because if there's like a final phase, you know, like they'll have you submit your letter of intent and then they'll invite you back. But you can say, hey, I'm waiting for my 501c3 to come back. Here's our EIN number. This you can check it out yourself. Da, da, da.
Okay. So I don't know what any of that meant, but I believe you.
Okay. It means you can apply for grants
while
you're
writing down to clue you back into where you want to be next week, or are you going to remember, or will you Fathom note taker clue you in?
Yep. I will remember. I will remember.
Okay. Would you mind sending me your Fathom note taker so that I can put something in here to help me know what to say to help you if you do need help?
Yes, I will put it right now, actually. Oh, we have to stop the meeting for it to do that. Okay.
Okay. And then you could just email it to me. Don't even worry about it, right?
Okay.
All right. So do you think we should stop here for the day?
Yep.
Okay. Please. I think so too, right? We've got two
unless anybody has questions.
And so then absolutely we can do that. We want to get this to Julia when we're ready so she can put it together all pretty for us like that and have the list in the community. So you and I should probably talk about that sometime this weekend or next week or something. Okay.
That sounds good.
And then you said there's some questions?
No, I'm not. I don't know. I'm just asking if there's any questions before we jump off.
Yep. That sounds good. Anybody have any questions? We're a pretty small class. Most of us know each other. If you have a question, just go ahead and shout it out at us. Okay, I think really what it is that everybody would have questions about what the heck we were just talking about, but they know we're going to flesh it out more as we go through those lists with them. So they just got to see the chaotic back end scene of you and I trying to get all your information as it comes pouring out of your brain down into some cohesive format so that we can go to the next step with that. I
need you in my whole life. I wish I could just have you in my pocket because I need this for everywhere I go, actually.
We talked about this. You disregard me and you get frustrated and you end the phone call.
I do, but I still need you. It doesn't matter. It does not negate the fact that I still need it. I may be stubborn, but I still need it.
I can hear that. Well, I know I appreciate when we get together and knock these things out because I learn quite a lot. So
good. I'm glad. Okay. So yeah, I think that's everything today.
Okay, wonderful. Let's just jump into our calendar. And if I can find the right tab, of course, that's always helpful.
Oh my gosh, the tabs.
That's another place where I could really help you, right?
I really have to tell you this story real fast though, because I was on a call with one of my clients and he saw all my open tabs at the top of I was sharing my screen. He goes, I'm gonna have a freaking anxiety attack. I need you to take the screen and pull it over and like just share that screen. He's like, I'm like, what do you mean? He was like really literally you could see him getting upset. He was like, I can't handle it. I was like, oh, that's
don't watch Matthew on YouTube then. Yes. That's the first time I ever saw all those tabs that someone else had other than myself was with how many was with Matthew, right?
Yeah.
And watching him try to figure out what tab he's going back to sometimes is a very good lesson in patience, right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
But yeah,
I think life is like that right now. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Okay, guys. So Miss Megan will be back with you this Sunday for first the weekly nonprofit success call, and that is going to be this Sunday, October 26th at 5:15 p.m. Pacific, 6:15 p.m. Mountain, 7:15 p.m. Central, and 8:15 p.m. Eastern, and that will be immediately followed by her Sunday's Lesko Help Presents Navigating the Nation's Funds. And I will be back with you all on Tuesday, and that's October 28th. That will be Q&A with Sabrina, October 28th, starting at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 5:30 Mountain, 6:30 Central, and 7:30 Eastern. Hope to see you guys there and at all the other wonderful classes in between. And please feel free to unmute your mics and say good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, guys. Thank you all.
Night, Candace.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye, guys. See
Bye,
you
Sabrina.
soon.